তারা Sorry to be delayed. I was in a meeting for some administrative work. Sorry, Mr. Solicitor.
Because may I commit an indiscretion, my lords? My lords, that yes, so all of us together, my lords, that marital rape matter, my lords, that may be taken up, my lords, after the Diwali holidays. My lords.
My lords have said we'll
We-
go in order, my
might
lords.
take
Let
some
it be, in turn.
Only a minute. It might take some time.
It will take time, my lords, so
Will
it's
take
not
time.
that simple. It will take.
My
Let-
lords,
we'll-
it will
let-
take
Let it
days.
retain its position. We'll see. Let it at least open for a little while. Then we'll see what to do.
Yes,
We'll
my
see
lord.
what the gamut of the matter is, because we haven't seen the ramifications in terms of what the arguments are, what the issues which we are going to explore are. Let's open it for about 15 minutes, then we'll have a fair picture about what you want to do. What they are going to argue, what the response is. We just have at least a broad canvas.
My lords have very kindly for
Only a
about a
minute.
year and a half been listing it on a very urgent basis. So that seems entirely fair, my lords. We can open it and then
We'll
understand the.
retain its position.
Lord, one-
Today, anyway, Jet Airways with Arjikor, Jet Airways may take the rest of the day, so it's not going to be reaching today. We'll see tomorrow when it opens, and then we'll take a call tomorrow instead of doing it right now with some other matters.
Personally, I had some personal difficulty, my lord. I have to urgently.
My lords, we'll
How-
take at least one day, all of us together, not.
All right, we'll take a call. Let the matter be called out. We'll take a call. No difficulty.
Lord, once again, I'm just pointing out, I've said it before, that my case is different. There is no constitutional challenge. There is a framing of charges under the
That's a separate
existing
issue.
law.
in our case.
I will make my submissions on that. I'm
But are
ready
you
for that.
arguing the merits of the main matter or no, Ms. Jai?
I am, my
No,
lord.
My lord, I
cannot
am
be
not,
arbitrary.
what your lordship suggested on a previous date is, let me and them be on the same date together so that you have the benefit of
All
both
right.
arguments.
All right.
They're different issues, my lords, but they're connected.
Now,
My lords, just to say that there is an extreme urgency
What
in
we
the
do-
marital rape
what
matter.
we'll do is this, we're not presently adjourning the matter. Let it open. We'll see what the issues are, the broad line of submissions on both sides. Then we'll take a call on whether we can complete the argument.
Yes, my lords, there are two 200-page decisions that are on both sides that are there for the benefits of.
We don't want to open the matter right now. We have
Exactly,
something else in hand. Let's see what they have to say in Arjikor. What has happened now, Mr.
Yes,
Solicitor?
no, this is the last report. So far as, my lord, the task force is concerned, my lord, I have filed an affidavit. Here, my lord, they have taken it up, my lord, with utmost seriousness, and they are
On
going.
the
into it.
first aspect, so you'll tell us what has happened in the investigation as well?
My lord, that is the report.
All right, let's see that.
I've given the status report, my lords. It's going on, but whatever is found as of now, we lordships would find it.
The charge sheet has been added. Competency committee done, November, application one of which on your own. And the other investigation is on.
Let's see. We'll just take those dates from you in a moment.
Please, my lords,
Yeah, in a moment, we'll just look at this and then take the.
please, my.
Yes, yes. Charge sheet is dated 7th October 24, page 2, para 1. Page 2, Roman 2 may kindly be seen, my lord. That would be
Page 2, Roman 2.
Roman 2. my lords.
Yes. Seven is also in there.
Page 5, Roman 5, last part, my lord, also may be relevant.
In the fifth status report dated 15 October 2024, submitted by the DIG, stroke head of branch, Special Crime 1 CBI, it has been stated that on the basis of the investigation conducted thus far, a charge sheet has been submitted on 7 October 2024
Yes.
for alleged offences punishable under section 64, 66, 103 bracket 1 of the BNS 2023 against accused Sanjay Roy. Stop. The ACJM Sialda, by an order dated 7 October 2024, the ACJM Sialda has taken cognizance of the offences, and committed the case to the court of the Additional Sessions Judge, First Court, Sialda. Full stop. The hearing for consideration on charge has been fixed on 4 November 2024. Next, the status report filed by the CBI indicates that further investigation into the alleged role of others in relation to the alleged rape and murder on 9 August 2024 is the subject matter of the continuing investigation.
Page 6 bottom, your lordships would find easily, my lord, what is in progress. It may not be necessary to record it, my lord, just
Yes.
for your lordships.
The CBI has also received communications pertaining to certain aspects which have been highlighted by parties appearing in the present proceedings to their counsel. Those matters are also being looked into by the CBI. Stop. Independently, full stop. The CBI has further highlighted the developments which have taken place in the course of the investigation in the case of financial irregularities in RG Kar Medical College and Hospital, which is being investigated in FIR number RC 0102 024 A 0007. Full stop. The further investigation along the lines of the further investigation, both in respect of the incident which took place on 9 August 2024 and in regard to the alleged financial irregularities, may continue. Full stop. The court shall be apprised of the further status of the investigation in that regard. The status report be submitted to this court within a period of 3 weeks. Stop.
Would your lordship like to take cognizance of the affidavit filed on the progress of the task force? My lord, they are
I'd like
into
to see what
the,
the task force has done because that's very crucial.
we have filed an affidavit, but
you can
immediate
give us,
reference, I can give a copy. Copies are served on everyone, my lord, because this is,
They have a copy. Send out a copy.
yeah, of course.
You have another copy?
I just, let me use the court. And my lord, CBI officials are in direct touch with the parents of the deceased. And
Yeah, meeting them and keeping them posted.
they are
okay. Gopi Lithuja, both the London Solicitor General and Ms. Linda Govill and counsel have stated that the CBI has been actively in contact with the parents of the deceased
Yes.
and have kept their parents apprised
Still.
of the progress of the investigation.
yes.
Also, my lords, I've received from them the nodal officer, which Methi has now appointed, in order to pull down any such material that may.
Any material which infringes upon the privacy of
court
the
is also applied
deceased,
to
my
the
lord, or
fact
the
that,
family.
The Ministry of Electronics and that MIT has nominated a nodal officer who's in contact with the parents of the deceased so that any offending material which is uploaded on any electronic website can be immediately pulled down.
Please, my lords.
Instead of the website, your lordships may say
Immediately.
any intermediary.
Yes,
on any-
all in.
correct.
All websites are not intermediary.
On any platform.
Any intermediary platform.
Intermediary platforms.
Please, my lords.
Obliged.
Page 17. So, Solicitor, what is the position of the task force actually?
Look, the task force has, my lord, received some suggestions. If your lordships can only come to, my lord, page Lord 8. Page 8 of my affidavit, your lordships have. Lord, it is-
Yes.
Yes. Lord, page 8, para 11. It is submitted that approximately 7,688 hospitals, medical establishments submitted their response.
This is on that questionnaire which was floated.
Yes, yes.
But you have now constituted 4 subgroups of the task force
Yes,
by
that-
by your OM dated by your OM dated 5th of September 2024.
Correct, my lord. That,
Now, between 5th of September and today, what has happened?
your lordships would find that on page 4, para 8. Last meeting was 9th of September, but para 8.
But
is
after
submitted-
9th September, what has the task force done? No meeting after 9th?
No meeting after.
Then 9th.
The
now
last meeting
15th,
was
then on the 15th of October.
Last meeting was 9th of September.
So why is there no progress between the 9th of October and today?
But I can request them to expedite because the secretary is only secretary to the body. My lord. But the work appears to be humongous. If your lordship sees para A,
So we see that because they are collecting they have collected data from all over the country.
that's in hundreds and thousands. For example, para 8, just read, my lord, for your
But, you know,
lordship's consideration.
The task force must expedite the work because
My lords are right. My lord, I bow down. 1,700 inputs and suggestions have been received so far, out of which approximately 37 associations and 1,500 individuals, including hospitals, have submitted their inputs. These inputs are being segregated and categorized for consideration of the concerned subgroups constituted under the National Task Force. And my lord, page 8, we have said, my lord, that total, my lord, responses are 7,688 and 4,990 from state government and 2,436 from private sector and other categories 183. My lord, this would be a I think whatever now the task force does, it would be a long-lasting solution, it seems. My lord. Therefore, they are also taking their time, going into each of the suggestion inputs,
Absolutely.
etc.
The order of this, pursuant to the order of this court dated 20 August 2024, the Union government issued an office memorandum on 21 August 2024, constituting a national task force at the first meeting of the NTF, which was held on 27 August 2024. Four subgroups have been constituted to engage with stakeholders and to submit and to prepare their recommendations on the following issues. A, strengthening infrastructure of medical institutions. B, strengthening security systems in medical institutions. C, revamping working conditions of healthcare professionals. And D, strengthening of legal framework across all states. A meeting of all the conveners and member secretaries of the subgroups was held on 9 September 2024. Pursuant to the directions which were issued on 22 August 2024. A web link has been created on the website of the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare for seeking inputs of various stakeholders. About 1,700 inputs and suggestions have been received, comprising of 37 associations and 1,500 individuals, including hospitals. Pursuant to the directions contained in the judgment dated 20 August 2024, the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare has shared a questionnaire to all states stroke UTs. In pursuance thereof, 7,688 hospitals stroke medical establishments have submitted their responses. These are being evaluated by the subgroups. Presently, it appears that the National Task Force has not made any, neither the National Task Force nor the subgroups have made any substantial progress in compliance with the, in pursuant to the remit set in the orders of this court, in the order of this court. The Solicitor General has accepted that no meeting appears to have been held since the first week of September 2024. We are of the view that the Union government must make proactive efforts to complete, to ensure that the work of the task force is completed within a time schedule, within a reasonable period in the future. Full stop. Accordingly, the meetings of the task force meetings of the NTF shall be held at periodic intervals. Stop. All subgroups shall hold regular meetings so that by the next date of this court is apprised of the tentative recommendations of the NTF, including its subgroups. This exercise should preferably be completed within a period of 3 weeks. We'll give 3 weeks now for the NTF to
Yes.
meet and complete all its work.
Only, my lord, one factual correction. When your lordships have said that we have requested the filled up questionnaires to be sent by the state governments and UTs, my lord, kindly add central and state government hospitals also. They are also,
Well,
they are the real stakeholders.
Well, now that part is over now. NTF, the investigation, what else now remains for today, Mr. Sivan?
My lords, if we may apprise my lords as to what is happening on the ground.
Filed an
During the
affidavit that
pujas-
First taken up, that affidavit.
The state of West Bengal?
Yes, sir.
Let us see your affidavit.
We received it a few minutes ago, my lords.
I have not received it yet. If
Of state of West Bengal affidavit, दे दीजिए.
you have a copy, extra copy. Asta,
I'm giving a copy.
Just give it.
if you have extra.
Yeah. It's there. Filed and circulated, Lord. Paragraph 4, the little shortfall which your lordship notices, Lord, 90%, 94, 98, no, that's on account of the work to be done in RG Kar Hospital, my lord. With respect to which, my lord, we got the clearances, my lord, from the CBI on 9/10/24 and 14/10/24.
Yes, para four, sir. Page one.
Page two.
All other hospital is complete. And I have instructions to submit, my lord, that even with regard to RG Kar Medical College, the work will be completed by 31st October, my lord.
If it's articulated, then yes.
In Para 7, we have indicated the committees have been formed at various levels.
Right.
Emergency alarms are also being set up as the meetings, dialogues happened, they desired it, that also is being done. All amount has been, finances have been sanctioned for that purpose.
Have biometric access features been installed, in the restrooms of and the critical areas?
Yes, that has been procured now, and that will also be by 31st October, we'll indicate that also has been.
So where will they be installed? The biometric facilities?
In the
Okay.
restrooms, duty rooms, and wherever the outsiders are not allowed to go.
Have you seen the affidavit which has been filed by the state of West Bengal?
We
It
have,
appears-
my lords.
They've just received it, no, just received it.
My lords, I have had a chance to look through it, even though we just received
Because
it.
they have now indicated that insofar as the 28 medical colleges other than Ajikor are concerned, they've given us the statistical and breakdown. Additional demands were placed in for 893 duty rooms in see page 2 and 3. They've given us the breakup of duty rooms, washrooms, lighting arrangements, and CCTV installations, where almost 90, some cases 98% or 90% of the work is done. And they are anticipating that will be completed the latest by the 25th of October. For Ajikor also, they have said that they will complete the entire work by 25th of October.
31st.
My lords, many
31st.
of our doctors are government doctors. They are in these hospitals. We have checked with them before, and we have also confirmed after this affidavit arrived, because they are all, watching and available. And nowhere near this level, some beginning has been made, but nowhere near this level of work has been done. And my lords, we do have documents that we have placed on record. Could we pass it over, Master Sir? That demonstrate perhaps the reason why. And the reason why, my lords, may see at PDF, I beg your pardon, my lords. At, please hand over.
We have annexed photographs and
Page
all.
61, my lords. They've all been served, but whatever copies we have can be handed over, please.
Then you can.
It's all been served 2 days.
Apart from the statistical details, the budgetary outlays, they've also provided photographs in Annexure A to the work which is
Yeah,
being
and we
carried
are
out.
constantly in touch with the
Let's take a look
doctors'
at the photographs.
associations and committees formed, and so they are inspecting their. This
My
can be
lords, may I
verified
see-
only in the spot.
My lords, if I may just point out, and then of course,
Page
there will
16
be a
onwards.
response. My lords, at page 59, for example,
Of their affidavit.
no, 59 of the application that I have handed over. If my lords may look at, that is where the document begins. At page, or rather page 59, the bottom of page 59, it says that administrative approval is for 3 crores, 35 lakhs, 56,714 only. For example, this is the name of the project is Supply, Installation, Testing and Commissioning of CCTV Surveillance System and Allied Infrastructure for the NRS Medical College and Hospital at AJC Bose Road, Kolkata. Now, my lords may see that the amount.
There are
chargeable head of
300 such
accounts-
AFS which have been.
If I may
issued.
just- if I may
Not
just
only-
finish. The amount is rupee 1 for 2024-2025. And for 2025-2026, the amount is 3 crores, 35 lakhs, 56,713. This is not an isolated document, my lords. My lords may have the next
Why we
page.
said for 24-25 that the budget is 1 rupee?
There are about 8
Yes, yes.
documents. And these are their documents. Manoj.
Yes.
There are 300 plus such works which have been sanctioned by us. Total cost 300, like this AFS is nothing, it stands for Administrative Approval and Financial Sanctions. There are 300 such works have been sanctioned. Each bear somewhere it will bear 56 lakhs, somewhere it will 3 crores. Sum total of all that stands today at 123 crores. Since this work was given to us on, suddenly this work has come, so the budgets towards the end of the year, it is reappropriated. I have that power to reappropriate from one head to another. So it will, for a software system, it will say 24, 25 rupees one or something. But as the work progresses, we reappropriate and pay the money. Works are on, contractors have worked, and they will also be paid, sir.
Anyway.
Treated as a shagun, Malo. 1 rupee usually.
No, but why
Not
don't you?
lucky Shagun, Manoj.
But ultimately, look, they have disclosed data. They've also indicated through photographs what is the nature of the work which is being carried out. We can't merely ignore what they have said on affidavit, because they've said that on affidavit. At the most, we can say that, look, let this be verified. We can ask somebody to verify what is the nature of the work which is being done.
And
That's
right
all.
now, Bengal is the only state.
My
which
lord,
is doing
perhaps a
this,
local
because in all the
commissioner could
states
be
it's not being
appointed
done
or
at all.
something. I mean, we are being told by our 25,000 doctors that the work is not being done at this scale. Who's that? So these pictures are-
An affidavit has been filed by the Principal Secretary in the Department of Health and Family Welfare of the Government of West Bengal. Full stop. The affidavit indicates that the state government has sanctioned work worth rupees 123 crores, of which a substantial part has been completed. Full stop. The updated status of the ongoing and completed work for 28 medical colleges has been tabulated in a chart in a table which is reproduced below. Page 2 को A copy कर दीजिए. As regards the status of the ongoing work in RG Kar Medical College, the affidavit contains the following tabulation. Page 3 को copy कर दीजिए. Mr. Rakesh Dwivedi, then Senior Counsel, has assured the court that all the ongoing work at the 28 medical colleges would be completed by 25 October 2000.
Medical college is complete.
The
The shortfall which your lordships are
the
noticing is
shortfall,
on account
the
of RG
shortfall
Kar,
in the shortfall in the work in the 28 medical colleges would in any event be completed by 25 October 2024, and at the RG Kar Medical College and Hospital by 31 October 2024. Full stop. Apart from the above steps, it has been indicated that the state government has constituted, bracket 1, a state level grievance redressal committee, semicolon, a state level committee for security audit, 3, district level committees for security audit, a district level committee for security audit. Full stop. It has been stated that an initial round of security audit has been completed. Full stop. An additional 1,514 security personnel have been approved for deployment in the medical colleges and hospitals, of which 910 would be female security personnel. Full stop. The verification of antecedents and necessary training is stated to have been completed in the case of 616 security personnel, brackets comprising of 328 female and 288 male security personnel. Apart from the above steps, the affidavit indicates that the state government has by an order dated 1 October 2024 reconstituted the Rogi Kalyan Samiti of different medical colleges and has rolled out an integrated hospital management system which has 1,013 government hospitals reporting thereon. Full stop. It has been stated that the IHMS envisages capturing every step of patient treatment through online OPD ticket booking, e-prescriptions,
Sorry.
drug dispersals from drugstores and pharmacies, and online discharge. Full stop. The state government has also taken steps on a pilot basis for monitoring real-time bed availability and online centralized referral systems.
Centralized referral system and a digital bed vacancy monitor.
Any timelines? My lord,
Yes,
is there
that
any
we-
timeline for that integrated system? The
The
grievance
report shall be
appears to be
appraised.
that there's
The
no
report shall
time.
be apprised in a
As
period
per
of
their
3 weeks
demand.
from the date. The report
Lord,
shall be
may I-
apprised within 3 weeks
My lord,
the-
may I just make one
of the
small,
further progress which
Lord-
is made in commissioning these facilities.
a small comment on the integrated system?
Yes,
My lord, we welcome the
The pilot
integrated.
project is already going on in this.
that we have recorded. We have saw that in your affidavit.
Lord, just hear me for a second. It is the demand of the doctors has been for an integrated system. And we are happy to note that an integrated system will be put in place. However, my lord, the real issue is referrals are made to hospitals which are incapable of handling an emergency. So the integrated referral system must ensure that the referral which is made is to a hospital which has the adequate expertise, the adequate doctors, the adequate equipment. What is happening is references are being made to hospitals which don't have this. That's why the patient gets upset. It's not about the doctors getting upset.
So
It's
the
the
pilot
patient who
project
gets
is
upset.
on and
Please
we are
allow me to
keeping a
finish.
timeline of
But
what-
please allow me to finish. This is not fair. What is happening is the patients are getting upset.
Still
because
not
they're
in
being-
place.
Will you please allow me to
Point.
finish? My lord, the patients are getting upset because referrals are made to the wrong hospitals which don't have the capacity. And then they take out their anger on the doctors who are on duty. So all I'm saying is when they make this integrated referral system, they must ensure that the reference is made to a hospital which has a free bed. Sometimes referrals are made to hospitals which don't have a free bed. Secondly, that the referral has the necessary expertise to deal with the particular ailment. And thirdly, that a doctor is available with that specialization. Then the patient will be satisfied. If the patient is satisfied, the doctor will not be attacked. That is the real problem.
Kindly have page
It's a
9. Lord,
patients,
I'll
it's
finish.
about the
Look at page
patients
9.
not getting what they want.
Since the integrated hospital management system is being rolled out by the state government,
We completed
State
that first
government.
November.
and is expected to be completed by 1 November 2024. The state government shall take due steps to ensure that the IHMS inter alia factors in bracket 1, the availability of free beds, semicolon, bracket 2, the availability of expertise in the medical health facility, semicolon, and bracket 3, the availability of doctors with the requisite specialization.
And in medicine, my lord, sometimes medicine is not available.
And you've said facility.
Yes, my lord, very well.
Many things.
Medical
have to be solved at
facilities
the
will
ground
include
level.
They've
everything.
not made that broad suggestion. That is a valid point that they have made.
I appreciate, Lord, but it has to be resolved there. Lord.
Right, we've flagged it,
I
that's all.
appreciate, Lord.
Malad, just one
Lords, in this
suggestion.
regard,
I do
just
not
one
know
more
whether
suggestion.
The affidavit, they have said with regard to CCTV being installed in the lifts. And the reason I'm telling your lordship is because of a horrific incident that took place in the Calcutta High Court, where one of a a junior who had just joined was molested by a court staff inside the lift. The Kolkata police came, they did not arrest him. He was allowed to go, and subsequently he surrendered and he was granted bail. The Calcutta High Court otherwise is completely covered except for 1 or 2 dark spots which are not covered, but the lifts were not covered. and this poor girl was molested inside the lift. So it's just a suggestion that they should also install CCTV in the lifts, which is very, very important.
You've heard the point, just take note of it. The officers are
I
here.
have something to say, my lord. I have a serious objection, but this off the cuff, my lord, without
That's
any.
all right.
they're
You
being
can-
We are just giving a
investigated
suggestion.
You've heard. the
Just to go
suggestion.
on the media. thing.
Mr.
This is not
Reddy,
for the
the
media.
suggestion-
This is for
One
the
second, let's not
CCTV.
get lost in this. Suggestion has been made. It's been made
Will
within
do.
the hearing of everybody. We have not passed any directions. The
They've
officers
taken
are here.
note of it, my lord.
Let
Yes,
them just bear it in mind, that's all.
Lords, there is one more suggestion and
Madam,
it's
when-
not off the cuff. This is in our prayer. We are seeking a digital bed vacancy
I have already pointed
monitor
out this.
outside each
We-
medical
We've
college. and
just
hospital.
flagged that while passing an order on the IHMS. We've dealt with the availability of beds.
Yes, my lord, it was.
My lords,
order.
my lords may,
That's why we flagged that. Ms. Jaising just made the point.
the
We
bed
therefore flagged
vacancy
it.
monitor, as long as it's there, my lord. My lord, just one more thing I didn't want to interrupt while my lords were dictating the order. Is that the notification setting up the security audit committee is in front of me, and it includes only various officials, bureaucrats selected by the state government. We are not saying disband it. We are not saying replace it, my lords. We are saying if the representatives of the senior doctors and the junior doctors may be on that committee and work together to verify that the work is being done and constructively make suggestions, then it would only be
But
to
they
the
have to
benefit.
be at work for them to be in a committee which will look at their suggestions, right? If they are not at work, how would,
They are all at work, my lords. My lords, they are all at work.
They have joined now.
all right.
They are all at work.
Except seven, there is a relay
Back to
strike,
work.
hunger strike of 7 doctors going on, but we'll
All
handle that, no, that.
All right.
My lord,
Just consider this, that on the security audit committee, on the security
What
audit.
they are wanting, my lord, is that they're given a media, we are constantly meeting the doctors and doing what they are wanting as far as possible. But
My
what they are
lords, that
wanting
is
is that we
not
hold
true.
elections, my lord, in every hospital. That is
second, my
not.
lord,
My
may I
lords, if
please-
we may just make our
My lord,
submission,
we have
and then
There can't be elections.
Trivedi may, of course,
Wait
must
for this.
respond.
Mr. Rakesh Reddy, then counsel, senior counsel appearing on behalf of the state of West Bengal, has assured the court that the representatives of the state government are continuing to be in
Interacting.
active contact
Yes.
with the doctors
That's it.
so that all steps which are being taken to upgrade the infrastructure will
Yes.
duly factor in the concerns of the doctor.
And any doctor can come up, my lord, and tell us.
We made that.
But my lords, then
Yeah, my
then
lord,
we will
just-
place before my lords, and then we don't want to trouble my lords. If we can just be on the
I don't
committee,
want
my
to
lords,
trouble
then that
my
will be
lords.
helpful.
Let's
I
not
think we'll get on
trouble,
with
I
it.
will
But
trouble.
Mr. Sibyl, anything else now for this time?
Wanted to file a status report on behalf of the Calcutta policeman. Just take it on
My
record.
lord, your
because
lordship will now kindly
Take that-
hear me for a
It's
few minutes.
circulated already, mother. That's all.
My lord,
This is doing what, my lord? Because
So
they
they are
not
investigating.
Mr. That is the acrobat.
Yes, that investigation is going on. Therefore, I don't want to make an issue of
my
it.
lord, may I just be permitted to say a few words?
Have you given a copy to the
Yes.
solicitor?
No, mother, these are a status report.
Uh,
Don't give a copy.
My lord,
Investigation is going on.
This petition.
Oh.
I have
Investigation.
no difficulty if it goes.
The court will ask. Therefore,
what is he submitting? We don't have. a
we
copy.
don't want to make situation, mother.
What are they investigating? What will go-
This one, the right.
My lords, there's just one more issue.
Yeah.
This is the Ratire Shathi issue that my lords had said that due to the fact,
Yes,
may I?
yes.
Due to the fact that there was a civic volunteer that is the main accused, that the band of civilians that they are recruiting, that they should consider and perhaps disband. They have doubled down on that. And they have various notifications that I have placed in my application. Now, my lords, if I may point out the fact, they won't deny the fact that they have doubled down on that. But if I may point out the Calcutta High Court order that they are violating in this regard, saying that no law and order functions may be discharged by civic volunteers and such civilians. This court in Nandini Sundar also said that SPOs must be disbanded and that civilians cannot discharge these functions, my lord. So, my lords, we have placed 3 or 4 orders, if my lords will permit, to set aside then the Ratirishati scheme. We have placed the application. If they would like to respond to it, we're happy to argue it on another date or today, whatever my
Nobody
lords.
is being now recruited in the manner in which, my lord, that person, my lord, who is involved in the crime was recruited. He was not recruited under the Private Security Agencies Regulation Act 2005, under which all the hospitals in India, my lord, including the public hospitals in Delhi, my lord, they are all recruiting under this act, which is an act, my lord, which is meant for having the security agencies employed, which security agencies are licensed, and pursuant to that, my lord, they are employed. So now all recruitments are being done under this act as everywhere, my lord. So it's a central act, not our act, my lord.
My
And
lord, this,
uniformly being applied everywhere in the entire country, lord.
my lord, this act was
Private
interpreted.
security agencies.
Private Security Agencies Regulation Act 2005. I've got a copy of this.
Hospital
No, it's general.
It's really for the recruitment of private
Yes,
security
and
guards. We had this in Maharashtra, I remember, called the Maharashtra Private Security Guards Regulation of Employment and Welfare Act. The first act in the country.
Like
which,
this group 4,
It's
etc.
been
my lord, in
recruited
Delhi,
for private security.
at the home residential.
But they are now saying they're not recruiting anybody under this act at all.
My lords,
As a
on
state.
in their affidavit, which we have somehow managed to read,
Why don't you do this? Next time you want to argue something, give everybody some notice of an application. Otherwise, we keep on springing up issues like this.
my lords, we served it 2 days ago. We served it 2
To
days
allow
ago.
governments to function, we can't take over their powers over here. I mean, we are overall exercising some control. We are supervising, monitoring because a very serious accident took place, very serious incident took place. Sorry, but let them do their work on the ground and come back to us, report to us on the next.
My lords, just on this point, if my lords may then ask them, number one, are they recruiting such people? Because in para 5 of the
Said they're
affidavit,
not recruiting anybody under the Act of 2005.
No, we are recruiting under 2000. Earlier it was,
my
they were
lords,
being.
private
recruited by the
security, why
board.
should they recruit under the Act of
Under
2005?
administrative orders, they were being recruited. And they were not,
Private
they were
security, my
mainly meant, this gentleman who is, I am using this expression, gentleman is not yet convicted. So he was not recruited, not under this act. He was recruited under the government notifications, administrative orders issued by the police. So now they were not meant, he was not posted even in the hospital. So it's not that somebody who is deliberately chosen and posted in the hospital, he has done something other than he was not being supervised. So that was a.
My lord, the
incident.
CBI charge sheet
Are
said
you
he was.
With these civic volunteers of the
No,
sort that
they are not
In
being
their
posted
current
in the
affidavit, they have
hospital.
said so, my
Everybody is
lords.
being
In their current
recruited under
affidavit.
This act.
how many such civic volunteers do you have in West Bengal?
1,514 at last
We
count.
have given the figures
For the-
which your lordships have mentioned in the order. Lord.
But how are they recruited? Who recruits them actually?
This is now under the security agencies. Lord, who
So
are
these
like-
1,500 civic volunteers whom you have, who recruits them? What are their qualifications?
So it is the security agency which recruits.
Kolkata police.
They are either the
is
retired.
recruiting them, my lord.
Security
Where
agencies,
notification is,
private
the
security
civic volunteer
agencies,
was
they
appointed,
recruit,
and that
and
notification
private
was under
security
challenge before
agencies
the Calcutta
possibly
High
are
Court.
registered under this.
So this civic
Act.
volunteer,
So the people are not
this
selected by the.
person who committed the crime was a civic volunteer supposedly.
Yes.
Now, under what was he recruited?
My lord, they recruited through a notification, my lord.
That's a government
audible, my lord?
notification.
They were recruited under this government.
And that
order
notification
20,
was under
26
challenge
September
before Kolkata High Court,
2011
my lord.
administrative level by the police. Lord. They were
Am I
not.
audible, my lord? Sorry.
It was posted at the hospital.
Still continuing with
No,
that.
they are not being
It's all in
recruited
their
or
affidavit,
posted
my
in the
lord. And
hospital.
para 5,
All posting in the hospital.
He was posted in the hospital.
But are you recruiting these people generally under that 2011 government order?
And my lords,
But
what is
not
the
for-
verification done? The man had cases against him, particularly of domestic violence. None of that verification is done when a man is appointed as a civic volunteer, which gives him access, including a motor.
Therefore, Mr. Dwivedi, on the next occasion, we want this to be flagged. How many civic volunteers do you have? What is the verification of antecedents that you do? Where are they posted? Are you posting them
Now
in
the
school?
civic volunteers are not being posted.
They've joined their place of duty.
Where else are they being posted?
My lord, they control the police stations. The entire police station is now run by the civic volunteers.
This
So tell us-
Rati re Shathi, night duty.
Tell us,
We'll file an affidavit.
the civic state of West Bengal shall file an affidavit on the, before the next date of listing, explaining, bracket 1, the legal source of authority for the recruitment of civic volunteers in the state, semicolon, bracket 2, the modalities for recruitment, semicolon, the qualifications for recruitment, semicolon, bracket 4, the verification of
Procedure, but-
antecedents which is carried out before recruitment is made, semicolon, bracket 5, the institutions in which the civic volunteers are assigned duties, semicolon, and bracket 6, the payments made to civic volunteers, whether on a daily or monthly basis, and the budgeted outlays in that regard. Full stop. The affidavit shall specifically disclose the selection process which is followed for the recruitment of the civic volunteers and the steps which have been taken to ensure that such volunteers do not operate in any event in sensitive establishments such as hospitals and schools,
So great.
which may be and which may be particularly vulnerable.
Or police
to
stations,
the,
my lords.
uh,
My lords, or police stations, my lords may consider. Hospitals, schools or police stations.
Let us file the affidavit, then. Let us file the affidavit, then.
You first file your affidavit, you want to know what are you doing, because otherwise this is a nice process of conferring political patronage on people who are totally unverified and
We're so grateful, my lords.
So this particular person,
So the affidavit shall specifically disclose whether any of the civic volunteers are assigned duties in or in connection with police stations or the investigation of crime.
because the vehicle assigned belongs to the police commissioner, it's registered in his name. His job apparently was to assist police personnel in the hospital and their families. And he has complete access and lives in a barrack adjacent to the hospital. So it's wrong to say that he's not associated and not given.
Something we want to look at closely.
My lords.
One more thing is that
Let them first disclose the data, then we will hear your submissions.
My lords, could they serve us a day before? Because this was just a few minutes before the hearing.
7 days before the affidavit.
So great.
My lord, would your lordship just hear me for 5 minutes before,
Just-
few minutes?
We'll take it up now on the next date of.
just one word may be added.
My lord, if-
We have to complete another hearing today by 4 o'clock. We've got half an hour for that. You have a slot for.
I understand.
No, there's also one very
I will
important
not
issue
take
which
up
I have
too
to
much of your
point out, Your Lordship.
Let me finish. My lord, I won't take up too much of your time. I just want to put a couple of things on record. Number one, the state of West Bengal in its affidavit has admitted that all doctors are back at work. Please, my lord, make a note of that. So that this allegation is no longer made against them, that they are not at work. They've said on a signed affidavit that they are back at work. Now, my lord, there is one that there are nevertheless outstanding issues. I said it on the last occasion, despite the fact that there are outstanding issues, the doctors have agreed to go back to work. They have kept their word made by me to this honorable court. They've gone back for work. Only a few of them remain on hunger strike. That is a fact which I will not deny. Now, my lord, I just want to point out the reason for that and see whether there can be some resolution so that even that hunger strike is withdrawn. My submission is towards that end. Now, my lord, in the application filed by my learned friend, Ms.
How many doctors are on hunger strike? What?
7 doctors are on hunger strike only.
Doctors in turns, Lord.
Only,
Oh, no.
no, my lord.
That's not
No.
correct.
At all the
But not-
28 medical colleges.
My lord, your lordship may hear me. We are the doctors on strike, on hunger strike. The 8 doctors are on hunger strike. Out of 8, 3 have been hospitalized.
all
1
7.
second, please. You can correct me if I'm wrong. Just wait. 3 of them, their condition deteriorated, and for that reason, they have been hospitalized. The rest continue to be on hunger strike. Now, I want to just leave you, my lord, with a thought. and a suggestion. We are all interested that this hunger strike be withdrawn because we are worried about the health of these doctors. Now, my lord, I want to point out to one letter which is annexed at page 90 of my learned friend Ms. Karuna's application. I will just read the relevant passage to you.
Please tell us what it is about.
I'll
We
tell,
will not
I'll
read
tell,
it out.
I'll tell. It's addressed by the state of West Bengal. No, it's addressed to the state of West Bengal, my lord. And it says, one minute. Election to student unions have not been conducted since the year 2022. Now, my lord, your lordship will take it from me. The law prescribes the conduct of elections annually by the university. My lord, your lordship will take it from me that the cause of what has happened in RG Corps is the fact that from 2022 onwards, no student elections have been held. And as a consequence, nominated people, my lord, nominated people from different political parties are performing the role which a student union would otherwise perform. This is the cause of what has happened in RG Corps. Favoritism and threat culture is coming from this absence of complying with statutes. The law says you shall hold a student election every year, and that's the responsibility
Ms.
of the
Jetsin,
state
I
of
think
the
you know,
university.
Ms. Jetsin, our entering into this area would be far beyond the
That,
campus of.
one minute, in that case, I have a request to make, please.
Can we concentrate on the
Please,
child?
please, I have a request to make.
But where are we
My
leading?
lord, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
let me allow me to finish. My lord, I have a request, I have a
Yes,
request to
Going
make.
overboard.
That is, we would be expanding the ambit of a proceeding.
Yeah,
much
well, allow
beyond
me
the
to make a
campus that we
request.
have in.
1 minute, please. My lord, please, I'm concluding, allow me if they don't interrupt. My lord, allow me to make a request.
Any,
the light-
any release which you want to seek in that regard before the bench under 226, you can move. to
Yes.
the High Court.
Your lordship may give me
These are
liberty.
matters where the High Court.
Your lord,
is
yes,
liberty.
be satisfied with that order. Your lordship may
You
kindly.
don't have to give any
No,
liberty.
my lord.
File is open.
No,
you
my
can
lord, I have filed an application in this court. The argument will be it's pending in the Supreme Court.
If nobody.
I just want that clarification.
That is happening.
I want that clarification
You withdraw
that
the
they can go to
application.
the High Court.
You withdraw your application so that you can pursue your remedies in accordance with law.
I'll do that.
My lords, very
One thing.
briefly, the task
My-
force.
They give the court master the number, he will
Let
permit
me
you to
finish.
withdraw the application.
1 second, 1 second. My lord, just hear me out. No, this is not right.
They are
This kind of
belittling the whole
Ms.
exercise.
Jaising, we are not going to enter into the field
I
of election
understand.
for student union
I-
bodies. That's not the remit of this proceeding.
I understand what is being put to me, but before you pass an order saying withdraw the application, your lordship may say withdraw the
There's no
prayer
application record.
in the application for the conduct of an election. There are other prayers which
My
may
lord, that might
remain.
be a good solution. To
Which
just
may
that
remain.
one line to say that that prayer is
Withdraw the
withdrawn.
prayer to the application for the conduct of elections so as to enable the petition applicants to pursue such remedies that are available.
And
My
my lords,
with
my lords, I am
liberty to the
also,
High Court, with liberty.
All
to
right,
the
now
High Court.
follow out Jay Davis. We have a.
My
final-
lord, I'm also,
rather.
I'm withdrawing the same prayer. I am
I
withdrawing the same prayer.
have a rather pressing, but I'll make a
I'm
very brief.
withdrawing the same prayer. My
With
lords has allowed.
respect to the police commissioner's revelation of the identity of the victim, your lordship had not passed an oral order, and told the other side to go to the Calcutta High Court and say that this is within their remit and not within your lordship's remit. But unfortunately, I didn't think I'd have to come back after your lordship was so clear about it. But unfortunately, my lord, when we went back to the Calcutta High Court, and the Calcutta High Court has passed an order now saying, in view of what was said, we need a clarification. What was said, told to the High Court by Ms. Guruswamy on that day was that the application is not disposed of. It's still pending.
Now they've withdrawn the application.
No, my
No,
lord,
no.
these intervention applications are pending here before my lords.
But that's all they do. Intervention applications can't prevent the High Court from assuming jurisdiction of.
But now, we kindly see the High Court's order.
My lord, the High
No, but-
Court is
but-
very
but-
hesitant and quite understandable.
Yes.
You are aggrieved by an order of the High Court, challenge it in an SLP.
No, I'm not agree by the order.
We are not going to allow orders of the High Court to just be shown to us and we.
No,
Not
my
going
lord, that's not the point. What do I do, my lord? My lord, I came to this.
And applications
You
are.
file, if the High Court rejects the petition,
They haven't rejected the petition. They've asked for a clarification. They say, please see, my lord.
they're not going to issue any clarification on the data.
But then what do I do, my lord? This is a serious matter. Please see.
You invite an order of dismissal, come here, we'll deal with the matter.
But they're
we
not
are
dismissing
We are
it.
not, we are not going to
But
short the
they-
order of the.
Yes, my lord, please see, it's a short order.
You can show the lights.
I can show your lordship the live streaming of what is happening.
We have copies of the orders, right? The High Court.
But this is why I asked the lordship to just put it in the order last time.
They have interventions here. They file writ petitions there. They file responses 20 minutes before the hearing.
This is obfuscation by Ms. Guruswamy and it's not fair to me.
This in the next stage, yes, we'll see.
But because only because this matter is pressing, my lord, there is a serious violation by a chief.
We'll see what we
commissioner.
can do with
Yes.
that. Whatever.
Given a next, my lords, of November 6th for
Already
us to file a
documented. We are
response.
waiting for an interview. We'll close the proceeding here. We've spent enough time. We have a half an hour now. for
Lord,
this
may I
matter.
just,
Obligement.
my lord, may I
Lordships are
just-
Make
indicating-
it 10, please.
Lordships are indicating the next dates.
Ma'am,
In 3 weeks, we'll take it up after the Diwali holidays.
Very
Lord, there are two issues of immense public importance that.
On the next date, please. On the next.
Very well. Very well.
my lord, may I just renew my request at liberty to approach the High Court? I don't want to be stuck, my lord. I don't want to
We have
agitate.
said,
Right.
if you want to do that, to pursue your remedies in accordance with law, we have said that.
Very well, my lord. Much obliged, much obliged.